never went to college knows more about some things than most of us will learn in a lifetime. We're talking about the real Rain Man, the so-called mega savant Dustin Hoffman based much of his Rain Man character on. Helen Neal reports he's spending the week in Tucson to teach local students that being unique is a good thing.
And then in the 1760s,
Mega savant Kim Peek knows things most of us have never bothered to learn and probably couldn't even if we tried. It makes him different, and he's proud of it. Give him a birth date like these kids at Choya High School did, and he'll take it from there.
December 19th, 1975. When was she born?
Friday, and this year it's a special ed student Monday, and you retire in 2040 on a Tuesday.
Peek has a more conventional social side.
I like to talk to everybody.
That enables Peek to serve as a self-described emissary for the disabled with the help of his father. They travel the country from their home base of Salt Lake City. While Peek, like other autistic or mega savants, has a hard time with simple tasks such as tying a pair of shoes, he's hoping his strengths will show people the real meaning of differently abled. At Choya, it seems to be working.
It shows that no matter what type of person you are, no matter what ability you can still be that smart, that intelligent.
Peek hopes that message sticks with these students for as long as his fascination with facts has stuck with him. Helen Neal, TV4 Eyewitness News.
Learning to recognize and respect differences in others and treat them as much as they want them to treat you will make this a better world to live in.
How does he do it? He has a fabulous memory. We're going to be testing him out here in a few. He looks at something and he memorizes it.
That's right. He has photographic memory, and evidently ever since he was born, because even when we read him books early, like 16 months, 15 months old, you could only read him a book twice, and then he was bored after that because he'd memorized it, because we used to take his finger and let him follow the lines as we read it. You could hold a book up after he's read it twice, tell him you're on page 11, he'd give you verbatim 11, you can go back to 3, give you page 3. Then that's when we started to realize that he had this photographic ability. And since then, almost everything he's read over 7,500 books that we're aware of, he maintains it.
You're touring the city schools to talk with children especially, and I know you want us to ask you a few questions, and our weekend weatherman, Jim Becker, wants me to ask you to name the infield starting lineup of the Cincinnati Reds in Game 1 of the 1975 World Series.
It was Perez, Morgan, Geronimo, Griffey. You know that the Wildcats are the only Pac-10 team that has never been to the Rose Bowl.
Oh, we do know that. That's something you don't have to remind us of, but thank you.
The Rain Man is coming. The chairs are ready for the students. They've talked about differences and being differently abled in class. Now they're going to meet him, talk to him, find out about his skills.
Aaron broke the Babe Ruth's record. Who was pitching?
Al Downing.
What was his number? And what team was he playing for?
0-1, 4th inning, 0-1.
What was Al Downing's number?
What was his number?
I think right now it's UP.
Something political like the vice presidents of the United States since World War II.
All the vice presidents since World War II?
There was Barkley, Nixon, LBJ, Hugh Humphrey, Agnew, Ford.
This certificate is presented to you in recognition of your dedication and commitment to teach our citizens to acknowledge the inherent dignity in every individual. Your willingness to reach out and motivate the minds of youth in our schools by sharing your unique talents have provided many with a role model. Your outstanding efforts remind us that we are all part of a human family with unique contributions to make. I wish you continued success in your goodwill efforts effort to bring respect to persons with disabilities. I salute you for a job well done, given under my hand and the seal of the City of Tucson, Arizona, this 17th day of March, 1995, George Miller, Mayor of Tucson, Arizona. Thank you very much.
They said to us at 9 months of age, they said, there's something really strange about Kim. First of all, we know he's severely mentally retarded. We know that he will never be able to learn. We know that his legs will need to be broken and reset because his ankles are never supporting. His neck muscles may not ever grow strong enough to hold his head up and he'll flop like that until he's a young man. So why don't you put him in the institution, forget about him, let the state take care of him. And go ahead and raise your rest of your family. Just have, first one we'll check out and make sure there are no genetic problems. We decided we would see if we could teach him anything, at least try to take the pain away because he cried so much.
Each person in this audience has come here for something more than curiosity. Some have gone on with their loved ones in spite of the opinions of medical and educational experts. The success of the Rain Man is their own success.
And we tell them as soon as they learn how to respect everybody and gain respect from them, then they'll have self-respect. If they get self-respect, they get self-esteem, and they start being somebody important, especially important to themselves. And I can't say this is a cure for all kinds of autism, but it's a sure help. If you take them out of the environment, the overprotection that parents give their kids is because that's the way parents are, and that's probably the way they're supposed to be. But if you can stand to let them go out and get a few bumps, meet a lot of people that are different than their peers and their family, you'll find out that not only will they grow, but the people they meet will grow too.
To a population who was also known isolation, the sign language interpreter is a bridge, a symbol of access, an invitation to hear with their eyes, another person who was known isolation. So many people want to know what it's like to be really different, so many questions, but the real questions are going to be those the children take away with them after meeting the Rain Man. How does he remember all those facts? How does he do it? He really is different. He's listening to me, to my question. He's really neat. We're all different too, in different ways, and we're learning the feelings that diversity and acceptance of differences makes us stronger.
April 14th, 85 is a Sunday, and this year it's Easter weekend, and you retired 2050 on Thursday.
October 18th, 19th, what year were you born? 82. October 1982.
It's a Tuesday, and this year it's a Thursday, and you turn 2047 on a Saturday.
He's 65 and 2047 on Saturday, so you can retire.
It's a town of Horseheads.
Horsehead? Elmira, Horseheads.
What road did it?
17 and 13 crossing, and 31 cross each other at the Elmira and Horseheads.
Where are we? New York?
West New York.
West New York.
148, 147, 148, 149.
Go to what letter area?
607.
You were there in Horsehead, what TV station did you watch?
1836 is local. Everybody else is either Rochester or Buffalo or connecting from New York City.
New York from into the year?
1788.
The eradication?
11.
That's eradication. Okay.
The connections of lines on a map, the connections of telephone numbers, but the real connection, the real magic of understanding, is one person touching another.
Who was the best QB in history?
I think it's still Joe Montana, or today it is, or George Planwood scoring in Tarkenton, or Dan Fouts.
He's He's kind of an intellectual savant. He's called a mega savant, and maybe the only one of his kind in the world. UCLA has been studying him, Berkeley, California Medical Center, Bethesda, and Washington, University of Utah, University of Miami. They're all trying to figure out how a brain that's put together like his can be so phenomenal. He has a KQ, which is comparable to an IQ of 184. That's pretty high, and considering normal's 100 to 110. And Einstein had about 150. But Kim has problems in his reasoning areas where he has a reasoning level of 88, where normal's 100. He's also has some unique qualities. He's totally honest. Absolutely couldn't tell a fib if he had to. He takes everything literally. He's only black or white, just like your computers. It's yes or no, right or wrong. There are no in-betweens. And that's the way Kim is. You'll notice that as he talks to you today. You can't joke with him. Everything is very absolute with him. An example of his literal capacities, he was asked by a professor of American history at a university in Utah a few years ago all about the Civil War, and Kim told him all the battles and all the days of the weeks they were fought, as well as the dates, the generals involved, the casualties, everything you can imagine about all of these battles. And then the professor says, one last thing, Kim, do you happen to know Lincoln's Gettysburg Address? And what'd you say, Kim?
Will's house, 227 Northwest Front Street, but he only stayed there overnight. He gave the talk the next day.
Yeah, his address in Gettysburg was at a little inn called Will's house, but he gave the 77 years ago speech the next day.
Different speeds and different ways of moving, of approaching, each on their own terms. Coming into the mainstream a little bit at a time, being a part of, instead of apart from.
What's his area code?
It's 408.
Okay, you got that. Okay, now if he were home tonight, what TV stations could he watch?
You've got Bay Area.
Tell us some numbers.
Bay Area Fox, NBC Sacramento, NBC Sacramento, NBC San Francisco, CBS San Francisco, PBS Sacramento, ABC San Francisco, NBC Salinas.
Wait. Okay, one more question, then I'll leave you alone. How many hairs do I have? Please go ahead. Let's get my hair.
NBC Salinas.
Kim, you are absolutely brilliant and wonderful, and we thank you ever so much for this.
What'd you learn from this guy?
A lot. Not to just look at people in different ways. So if you're always special in a certain way, no matter what.
What'd you learn from this guy?
That different people can answer a lot of questions, really fast and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
And not to make fun of people just because they're different.
All right.
And there's lots of rare people like that.
After he had met Dustin Hoffman and they had studied each other for one day, Dustin said to him as he left, he said, Kim, I may be the star, but you're the heavens.
Against the advice and the knowledge of experts, a father's love has brought forth something precious and sacred. A trusting person, different, but a lot like us all. The embrace of differences in an embrace of trust and love and strength for all of us. The Rain Man is gone, yet the real wonder of the Rain Man is not his command of facts, answers to questions, but the fact that our students take with them their own questions about differences and abilities, about following their own path, trusting to walk their own road, yet in the company and acceptance of others, to become someone unique, perhaps different, and in this trust, to become all they can be.